Alright, let's make this look pretty, shall we? Hi guys! I just finished getting maxed out gear and armor. Well, I don't have sharpness on my axe, but I'm anyway gonna be using my sword, so we're good on that. Which means we can finally start working on our actual house, like, properly, alright? Welcome to the quote-unquote Java is Better world, where we try to play Java Edition with my friend because he bought a server on Java and I have my other world on Bedrock. And as I already mentioned, he's that player. So yeah, we're gonna make some progress around the base. If you couldn't, I'll show you the general thing we're working with. So we've got this pretty neat little base going. I think we're actually gonna sleep first. I forgot, the shader pack gets so dark. Okay, now the first thing we need to do is build the bridges, because this, for you guys who don't know, this base is using basically a lot of these bridges going to various islands, and we need to finish it. Now, one thing I have already noticed about Java that I really miss, and I didn't even think about it before this, is the building. Yeah, I need Swift Sneak to be able to actually build, because it's very slow. Now, I think enchantment-wise, we probably want to keep it in the same area. We've got the nether, we've got the place that's gonna turn into a farm. I'm not even gonna lie, bro, the shaders, probably one of the things I want most on Bedrock. Oh yeah, I also have the zoom because we're playing on Java. That's actually kind of funny. But yeah, the shaders, I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little jealous. I'm excited to see what Mojang has, but I'm afraid it's gonna need RTX, which means I'm gonna have to wait for my new computer. And I have so much stuff in my inventory, dude. Now, we've been playing in this world for a very long time, and the reason why my house isn't finished yet is because we've done all the other grindy stuff. You can see back there, we've got the farms, we've got every single armor trim, I've got maxed out gear, so we've been busy, if we put it that way. But we finally got to the point where it's, well, in my opinion, the most exciting stage of the game, which is where I get to build stuff. And just like that, the whole bridge wraparound is done. Now, we have this area already kind of taken up, and this is gonna be fence right here. So we've got, like, this part to work with. Now, I think what makes the most sense is to probably put a soul sand farm right here. Oh wait, sorry, a nether wart farm. So if we get ourselves some soul sand, I probably should make a little bit of a shortcut going into my storage room. You know what? This area is gonna be cleared out, so I think I'm gonna do that. Now, it's not the most cleared out space, but it should be good enough for us at least. I think I'm actually gonna put away some stuff into here first, so I can then grab some wood, because I noticed that this area is missing support beams, and I think this works probably the best. Okay, and just like that, we now have the borders and the final supports for the base of the house, which means we can actually start working on the soul sand farm. And I think I'm just gonna go with a pretty basic area. I don't think I need a whole lot. You know, one thing I genuinely don't like about Java are the elytra mechanics. Now, this series is not about me hating on Java or really getting turned over to Java. It's about me playing a different version of the game. Okay, realistically just starting a world, but you get it. But you can see, you can actually fly in the water, which makes it very, very annoying to get up. I mean, look at this. That's not how the wings are supposed to work. They should not be activated in water. Now, another major difference that I've realized is going to be, of course, my favorite weapon in the game, which for you guys who don't know already is the trident. I absolutely love that thing. And yeah, the one I have in this world is just sitting in a chest because I'm scared of dying with it. But these videos are not only to compare Java and Bedrock, so let's actually build this soul sand farm, shall we? And just like that, we have the basic nether wart farm. Again, the idea is not that I'm supposed to have a massive farm, it's just supposed to be what I'm gonna need occasionally. It's not like I use nether wart blocks anyway, so now what we need to do is match up with the system, because as you guys can tell, there is this pattern around the base pretty much everywhere, where we basically have 7 blocks between 2 pillars, which means we want that system to also work over here, but I'm gonna need bamboo, hold on. Luckily, we have this absolute champ of a farm that gives us way more than we need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Guys, bad news. It's 1 block wrong. And this is not very fine because we have this thing which already matches up, which means we... Oh, how am I gonna do this? And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why you do math before you start building. Also, I think that zoom is actually a lot higher quality than my crops, so I'm gonna do this from now on, and then it's gonna be really weird when I don't have it on bedrock. Right, we don't have any choice, we're gonna have to go with a 6 block wide gap, as much as it's gonna annoy me for the rest of this world. Guys, I've realized I need warped wood, which means we have to go back to the nether. Now, I actually already went to the nether earlier, right before this video, because I needed crimson. Okay, which way was the warped forest now again? There we go. I think I might just have found the largest tree. I'm gonna go into free cam real quick. Look at this. That's amazing. Well, with a tree this big, I think I'm gonna be fine on warped. Literally after 1 tree. And from 1 tree, we got almost 2 stacks. Yeah, that should be plenty. Okay, this is exactly why I just... no. This is exactly why I decided to clear out such a big area, because, we have... No. You're afraid of this? Yeah, I thought so. Okay, now for the enchantment area, I really liked the pattern I had in my bedrock world, so I'm just gonna go into my 100-hour world tour, which you can check out right here.
2,000 years later.
Alright. Half of these things are obviously gonna be covered, which kind of sucks, but we at least have it for what it's worth. Now, hear me out. For the roof of this house, it is going to be a pain, but it's gonna be worth it. We're gonna be, we're gonna be using nether bricks. Now, luckily, we picked up a lot of coal recently, which means we will actually be able to smelt down a stack in each of these 10 furnaces, which is really, really good. Right, while that's smelting, we're gonna be going over to the cave nearby and get ourselves a whole bunch of amethyst, because I want to make an amethyst. And this thing goes deep, and there it is. Alright, that should be plenty. So if we fly back up all the way to the surface, fly over to the little cave that I have on the side, we can start making this into an actual sort of cool water amethyst cave like that. It's gonna be sick. And the idea is that every single channel member's name is supposed to be in this cave once it's done. So if you haven't become a member yet and you want to support me further, check it out and you could be part of this world. And so if we now head over to the cave, place the lamp that's supposed to be here, you can see we have a very sweet little cave going here, and I'm actually gonna place out 1 crystal for me and 1 crystal for my friend who is hosting the server. So again, if you want to be part of this amethyst cave and have your name at the end of the videos, consider becoming a channel member. Now let's get back to making the base, shall we?
The next day.
Okay, we've made a lot of progress actually. We've just finished making all of the fences, or these kind of bushes going all around the place, and it looks really good. I'm very happy with the way this looks. You can also see I started with the sort of roof design. I'm going for a kind of modern meets Japanese style, so that's why we just have the straight roof rather than like the extra swings. I'm not good at building, okay? That's the main reason. But yeah, at the moment we're working on the island over here, and I'm gonna be fully honest, I absolutely hate the way this looks. I don't know what it is, it's just something. I think once we get some more detail in, such as maybe adding some tuff to meet these 2 blocks, and then maybe some deep slate tiles to meet these 2 blocks, I think we'll be looking a lot better. But at the moment, it's just something about it that I don't really like. Okay, and after a little bit of texturing and shading and making a gradient, it actually doesn't look too bad. Sure, it's not perfect, but I think the deep slate tiles and the tuff really made all the difference, really. Which means we're moving on to the house. Now for the house, we're actually pretty much done. We need the roof, that's really about it. And after just a little bit of time, we actually have a little bit of a roof, and my friend has apparently joined too. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, of course, as always, make sure to subscribe. It helps out a lot more than you think, especially now that I've switched to a more casual style. You returning viewers are the singular reason why I can make these videos in the first place. I also do have some other cool ideas for series, but I'll leave that for a little bit later. And yeah, apart from that, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.